Do you guys have anybody that you would like me to have on the show? Um, somebody that you'd like to get to know better or interview. I know Tom Vassell would be a huge one. I don't know if I could ever get him, but who knows? Maybe one day. It'd be kind of cool to do a little interview with him. So let me check to see if Jonathan has responded yet. Let me see here. All right. Oh, here he is. Jonathan, how are you doing?
How you doing, Norm? Pretty good, pretty good.
It's good to see you. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Well, everybody,
It's kind of hot over here.
Where are you at located?
In Puerto Rico.
You were in Puerto Rico. Oh, okay. You're pretty hot right now, right?
Yep.
Oh, good. Well, glad to have you on, everybody. This is Jonathan, and we're going to be talking with him today, live from Puerto Rico. So Jonathan, let's start. How many games do you have in your collection now?
I said a couple months ago, I have 513.
513. Are there any particular ones that you really like out of the collection that you have that you usually bring out?
Actually, I got vintage board games. I got new board games. Of my vintage one, I really like King Oil. Thunder Road. There's a few games that I really like. The new one is really rare. I haven't heard a lot of it. It's Faceless. I don't know if you heard of it. It's kind of a new game. I think it's from 2018. But my vintage board game, I got a few. I got Omega Virus. I also like a lot.
Yeah, King of Oil and Omega Virus. I would love to see them remake those ones eventually. I know Restoration Games has been doing a few remakes. Are there any games in particular you'd like to see them redo?
Actually, they did already the Dark Tower. I couldn't get in the Kickstarter. But I think Thunder Road is actually a good game to modernize. I think Thunder Road is a good pick for me.
That would be a great pick. I wonder what they would do with it. I mean, they've made everything so much larger than the original. I'm kind of wondering.
Just imagine the miniatures in that game, modernized. It will be a good pick.
Man, yeah, I might have to write them an email and suggest that to them. I hope maybe other people have. That's a great game in itself. So let me ask you: did you guys play board games growing up? Do you have any fond memories playing any certain games when you were a kid?
Actually, I always play games since I was little, growing up. I always had a few games, like I would say 10, 15 games. Um, but yes, me and my sister, we used to play a lot of board games and with my family too.
Do you have any particular ones you remember from like any particular family favorites?
Pretty much the classic, Monopoly, Scrabble, Connect Four. Those classic ones were the ones that we most play growing up.
Good. Guys, feel free to ask any questions or make any comments to Jonathan, and I'll feel free to flash them on up. So let me ask, how did you get started into the collecting? How did that start for you?
Yeah, like I said, I always had games like around 10, 15 games because I really like them. It was like 3 years ago, almost four now. After Hurricane Maria, we didn't have no electricity, so we started playing board games, and I actually started ordering board games, and the only thing we did for a couple of months until the electricity came back on was play board games. We didn't have no TV, no electricity, so we had me and my wife. We spent almost every day just playing board games. So I pick up collecting and buying board games into I guess 3 years later that I got 513. But actually collecting, like buying more than the usual that we already had 15, 20. It started after Hurricane Maria. Sadly, but true.
Yeah. Yeah, we had like when I used to live in North Carolina, we had like a lot of snow. We had a blizzard one time, We lost our power, so we didn't have any games that we could play. But I know now, because of this pandemic, board gaming has definitely gone up. So I'm glad to see that. Here's a question for you. Are you a big Monopoly fan? I see a poster and lots of board games of Monopoly around you.
Actually, I got a few. I started my collection with Monopoly. You can see there's a few there.
Yeah.
And there's a few over here also, up there. And then I got more over here.
You get a
Yes.
few. Wow. I liked your shelving.
Yeah, I started with Monopoly. Actually, then I started seeing there was all kind of monopolies, so I started searching for them. And actually, I saw a video from you, Norm, that free parking video, the game, and I didn't know they had spin-off for Monopoly. So I started collecting those games too. I got a few. I think I got 70 Monopolies right now.
70. Wow. So, that's a lot. Which ones which ones are your favorites? If you had
My favorite Monopoly is what was this? Tropical. Oh, what's the whole name? Uh, on there right now.
Tropical Tycoon.
Yes, Tropical Tycoon. I love that Monopoly. I think it's the best version they got right now. Actually, like the new ones, they're more focused on points.
Mm-hmm.
Like Millennium one, and I also Cheater was a pretty good a good one, and but Tropical Tycoon I think is the best Monopoly.
Yeah, the thing about that one, and they haven't made another one like that. They had the ones with the casinos and the piers. You could build those along with the houses and the hotels. I really like that aspect of it a lot. I wish they would bring that part back. That's a great version of Monopoly.
Yeah, and,
Here's a
and you
question.
got characters too that is kind of different from the other ones.
Which one is it?
The Tropical Tycoon, it,
Mm-hmm.
it kind
Yeah,
of bring the character aspect of the Monopoly.
yeah, it's a great version. Here's a question for you. Have you ever created your own game or had an idea that was almost a game?
Yes, I think everybody does. I guess when people start playing games, they always have this idea. I actually have an idea. I've been working on it for like I'll say a year and a half now. But it's just that an idea. We started playing it a couple of months ago, but I guess that's the reason they call them designers. I guess it takes a while um, to figure out a game. But yes, I do have an idea.
The only idea I ever came up with was of an orchestra. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but you're trying to be the first person to build an orchestra, and you could sabotage your opponent or something. I can't remember, but yeah, Morgan. Yeah, I don't know how they come up with the ideas for some of these games. I just when I play some of these games, they just blow my mind how they come up with these ideas, and I'm just like I just can't think like that.
Yeah, and you start making rules and stuff like that, but it doesn't add up, and it's kind of I guess that's why it takes them so long to build games. I think it's an art.
It is. So, do you guys do game nights at your house, or how
Yeah,
do you guys do it?
yes, we do. We got Mondays of game night, but we got so many board games. Sometimes we just pick up a board game, start playing. But we try to every Monday just play a board game. Also, when my family, my mom and stuff like that, visit, we always try to play board games. That's one thing that everybody likes coming to my house because uh, I got so many board games. You just pick one and then we start playing. Uh, when they come, it had to be a kind of light one, a party game, but we
Mhm.
still have fun. Also, my dad, I pick up some games when I visit my dad, and they love playing games, and they actually started playing more heavy games right now. Actually, we a couple of months ago we played Archie Rivals, and they have never seen that game, and they were amazed because of that game.
I was going to ask. I know you had said in your collection you had maybe half your game for vintage. Um, do you see a particular difference between like the vintage games from yesterday and some of the games from today? Uh, I know, like we've said before, like sometimes there's a charm with them or something. Do you notice like something about vintage games that you just really like that you may not see in today's games?
Yes, I do. Um, when you see all this, the gimmicky stuff, the pop up, the 3D, I think that that's something that it is a gimmick, but from a bunch of board games, vintage board game, those gimmicks work, and you put it in the table, and everybody has to look at it. And with the new, if with the new board games, if it's not a miniature or something big or stuff like that, it doesn't come out with that charm of uh the 3D board, plastic board, and the gimmicky stuff. I think I really do like the gimmicky stuff, and
Mhm.
and and I find out that in a bunch of board games, it actually works.
Yeah, I think I've used Fireball Island many times as an example. You bring a game out like that, and it just wows everybody because they've never seen a game like that before. Um, that's one of the reasons why I enjoy the vintage ones. Here's a little
Yeah,
question
like
for you.
Tornado Rex, you bring Tornado Rex, and then people just go like, "Wow, I never thought that game even existed."
That game is so much fun. It's a
It
kid
is.
game, but it's so
It
much
is.
fun. Here we go. Let's see. Here's a little question for you. Do you have the newer version of Puerto Rico since you are from Puerto Rico?
It's a good question. Actually, I don't have a version of Puerto Rico. I think it's a more of the I do want a copy of Puerto Rico, but I don't have a copy.
Mhm.
Me and my wife are turning around on co-op games. And I think Puerto Rico, even though I might have it in the future, I won't have somebody to play it with.
Yeah. Here. So, do you have a YouTube channel that you run at all, or you're just a gamer?
No, I don't. I have ideas of running one. I'm a social work, and I've been trying to figure like a channel that brings board games to behavioral health. But no, I don't have a channel. I'm thinking about creating one, and in that area, how board games can affect people, and how can you use board games to better your life.
I never really thought of it that way. Like I know doing music and things like that's been used as a healing tool, and I know at some of the nursing homes that I have played that there are still some games there, that the people will play. So I could definitely see board games being used to help mentally with people. So if you were to make a channel, that'd be great. Yeah, we'd be more than happy to share it. But what have you seen if you use board games in mental health? Have you seen any kind of improvements by using board games, or what would you think would be the effect?
Yes, I think it will be like in a therapeutic way, right? You can use board game and with metaphors of issues and problems they have, and by playing the board game, they transform that problem just in the game, and they will see that there will be solutions just like in the game. Or at least that's my idea. But as of right now, I know people use in mental health, people use board game as recreational therapy and occupational therapy. So um, it is used right now.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. I never even thought board games could be used for that. That's very cool. Let's see. Do you have any games that you are looking to add to your collection soon, or what you
Yes, I
got in there?
actually tried for a couple of years now to get in the vintage side to get it from the pit,
Yeah.
and I almost had it, but then I saw some reviews and that it was kind of noisy, and that's why I haven't got it yet. But that's one of the board games. Also, I think it's Thunderbird, the game with a big helicopter, then you pick up pieces.
Flying Thunder.
Flying. There you go, Flying Thunder. I think that would be a great board game to have in my collection.
Yeah, that was a Flying Thunder is a game I would like to get. That one wasn't out for very long. I think it was like a promotional special edition or something like that. But Hit from the Pit is a loud game, but it definitely is a fun game. It's very hectic. That would be a game I would recommend it if you can find it. We had to buy ours, I think, in 2 parts.
Okay.
But yeah, I would recommend it. It's fun.
There's a few games that I got like that. Forbidden Bridge, I got it like that. I bought it an incomplete piece, and then I made it complete.
That's kind of what I did. I had to actually get some of the bridge parts 3D made, or because it was missing those little railings, and you don't really need them, but yeah, and they cost so much. But just getting the 3D is just so much cheaper. I'm so thankful they have 3D. All right, let me ask you this. You may have asked this. Do you remember any kind of a game night when you might have brought out like one of these older games and people may not have like, oh, why we got to play this? It looked boring, but then at the end of the night, it was like they loved it. Have you ever had like any experiences like that?
Yes, I did. Just a couple. I think that happens to me a lot because I try to incorporate board games everywhere I go. I think it's a good instead of just drinking and doing other stuff. I think it will be it's a good social thing to do. Just play board games. You get to meet the people. A couple of days ago, I brought up Heroes of the Maze with my sister, and they didn't understand that levering and the how to move and stuff like that. So it started like they said it was gonna be boring, but after a while, I would say a couple of minutes, they figure out and how how he played, and they then just start screaming because you throw some dice and to fight, and they start screaming because they were fighting and having war against each other, and it was kind of fun. But it happens a lot. Also, another board game. I don't know if you heard about. Probably you did. Rocks and Jocks.
I was doing a little board game browsing and I come across it. Is that the one where they're fighting like this?
No, no. It's a game that you put two figures and you start adding animals, and their arms start stretching and stretching and stretching
Oh yeah,
until one of them falls out.
yeah. I've heard of that one. I saw that one with the stretchy arms, and that's just another one of those. How do they come up with these ideas?
Yeah. So I brought that game and everybody liked it, but when they started playing cards and stuff like that, they, I mean, they said it was kind of like not balanced the game, but afterwards when they saw the arms stretching and stuff like that, it just went crazy because of the arms. They started laughing because you see the figure, yes, the arms keep stretching and stretching.
That's great. Where do you usually get your games? You get them at thrift stores, or you get them online, or where do you usually get them?
Both. I would say I get them online, and here in Puerto Rico we don't have those big thrift stores that you can go and buy games. But I do go to thrift stores here and try to find a few games. Also, when I go flying in the States, I go
Mhm.
to thrift stores and I pick up a couple games too.
Sweet. Well, speaking of board games, would you be up for trying to show us your collection and just picking
Yes,
out
I'm
some
gonna.
games you like?
I
I'll get.
started right. Let me see if I can fix this right here. So you can see right there. So I got a couple monopolies there,
Okay, I see them.
and then I got a few more over there, and then I got more monopolies over here.
You said you had about 80 of them, right?
A 70.
70. Oh, okay.
Yes. I got a few there, and then there's kind of new board games there.
I like the way you got the shelving set up. That looks very artistic.
Yeah. And then I got a few here. I'm sorry because the lighting is bad because the
That's
sun's coming
okay.
in. And then up there we got the big ones.
Tornado Rex. Yep. Oh,
There's
Weapons
a,
and Warriors.
yep, I like this one a lot.
What's the one Frenzy about?
Frenzy, I don't know if you gone to carnivals that you got these small keys and you pass it.
Uh-oh.
It
Hold
will
on.
beep. It's
Yeah,
kind of like that, but in a competitive way.
oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I just lost you for just a second. You can continue.
Okay. I don't know if you hear about the frenzy one. It's pretty much the carnival when you got the keys and you go around, and if you hit the metal, it will beep.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much the same thing but competitive.
Oh, okay. It's
And
very
then I got this game because of you. I saw your review. I actually like
go-go
that game.
worms. Play-Doh.
And I got Chicken Out, Hawaiian Punch. It's such a funny game.
Yeah, yeah. Play-Doh games. Yeah, yeah. Those are fun. You know,
Yep.
I
And
like the
then
way
I
they
got
incorporate Play-Doh in those.
Yeps. And then I think Hawaiian Punch, I believe he was one of the first one that did that. He's like he's kind of old.
I think so.
So I got a bunch of games here. You can barely see because of the light. But then we got more over here.
Hang in there. Nightmare we have. I have not played that one yet.
Yeah, Nightmare is kind of cool. Then they got other expansions and stuff like that. It's kind of cool game.
Okay. Yeah, I remember they had some expansions.
Then I got
Star.
more here. I got Fireball Island, the new one. I couldn't
Oh,
get.
what do you think of it? Do you like it?
Yes, I did. I wish I had the old one too, but I don't. So I guess I had to take from this one. It's actually where I got it at thrift store, and then I went online. It's kind of really hard to get, expensive one. But hey, I got it at thrift store.
Starcraft.
Then I got a bunch of games over here.
Okay.
It's kind of more new ones. Vintage one I got back off Buzzard.
Back off Buzzard. Yeah,
Yep,
that looks like a fun one.
yep. And then Don't Feed the Gators.
Don't feed the gators. Is that what's that one about?
It's pretty much this roll and move game, and then you go through these 3D pieces with gators, and you
Mm-hmm.
go to their mouth, and sometimes you just they close their mouth and they eat you. Kind of cool game. This one is actually really hard to get. It's a Target one. I don't know if you heard about this. Who's done it?
Who done it? I don't
Yes.
think I've heard of that one.
From Tiger. It got this electric piece. It's a phone, and it gives you the clues by phone. You pick up the phone and give you the clue,
Oh no,
and and then all the players get a different information by phone. You pick up the phone and give you information.
how about that? Huh. Yeah, I have not heard of that.
It's this couple more new games here, then more games here.
That's a very cool setup.
Yeah, and then I also start buying Monopoly figures and collectibles. So I got a
Oh,
bunch
very
of
cool.
too. It said he got crackers
They had
for
in
90.
Target a Monopoly hoodie I saw.
I I I I have I got pajamas, Monopoly pajamas. Then I got more games over here,
Oh wow, okay.
and then I start
You know,
the art, the Monopoly art and stuff like that. I got more games here.
like it.
Toys R Us games. Actually, after I bought it, I found on eBay there was a person asking like $150 for it. Crazy.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
We found that one at a thrift store.
me too.
Yeah.
I
I
found like
wonder how much that one's
$5
worth.
or something like that.
$150. Wow.
Yes, crazy. Q Quest. I think I don't know that's a really good game too.
Q Quest.
Yes.
That
Cube
happened.
Quest is a bunch of cubes and you throw up the and you flick the cubes and then you start like having a war but flicking. Kind of cool.
Hmm.
And then there's more board games here.
Let's see. Wow.
Actually, got this one of your videos. I think you were playing with your wife.
Yeah, that was a funny story. That one, we had one of those that went viral, and I have no idea how that even happened. But uh, yeah, it's a fun game.
It is.
It's a fun
It is.
game. Brainwave.
Brainwave.
Yeah, we have that one too. That's a fun little game.
Uh, Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one
think
too.
yeah, you did a review on that. I think I saw that video.
Thanks. Yeah, that was that's the glow in the dark one, or not? Yeah, that's the one you play in the dark with the light that changes and stuff. That's a pretty
Yeah.
cool game.
And this I don't know if you heard about this one. Cuckoo Nuts.
I saw that doing some browsing. I did a little. I read about it. I haven't seen a live copy of it until a few seconds ago. Do you like that one?
It's kind of cool. It's gimmicky, but it makes you laugh because you get to the platform and you hit a button and the piece just goes flying up like to a spaceship, and sometimes you go in and sometimes it doesn't. It just fly out of the board, and it's kind
Uh-huh.
of funny. I
That's
don't got Puerto Rico, but I got the Borimpocoli. This is a version of Monopoly from Puerto Rico.
boring Copley, huh? Funny.
Yep.
Wow.
And you were saying about the hoodie piece. So this is like my game room down here, right? So we got a bathroom here, and I also got Monopoly pieces here,
Oh, that's
and the towels is from Monopoly, and the
Monopoly.
soap.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool. Um, Monopoly towels and cars and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have a Target over in Puerto Rico, but they
No,
did.
we don't.
They were selling a Monopoly. I don't remember what it had. I think it had money things on the sleeves or something, but it was Monopoly themed.
Pretty much that's my collection. I try to keep them as neat as possible because people do come here and stuff like that. And but I'm out of getting crowded here, and I don't have no more space for board games.
Yeah, it's the same with our garage. We've had to, sell a lot of them just because we just don't have room. Here's a question: do you have any other video game to board games similar to Nightmare? I heard Dark Souls is pretty awesome. Have you played anything VCR wise or anything like that?
The Monopoly one is actually a DVD one. You have to put a DVD on it. It plays with a DVD. The Tropical Tycoon one, the Monopoly.
Yeah.
I got that one, and I got these zombie games, but it's more as of a soundtrack, not video. As a video, that I think that's the only one that I have.
We have Clue, the DVD game. I heard that was good. We haven't tried it out yet. That's the one thing about Clue. You always need to have three players. You never seem to find a third player. Well, I guess if when our son grows up, he'll be the third player.
That's also
Oh,
what happened with me and my wife. Also, we are the ones that most play games, and it has to be a 2 to 4 player game because actually we have to wait for other people to come.
yeah, yeah, and well, I'm glad for those two players too. Those little filler games. Here's a good question. Do you guys have any card games that you guys like to play? Um,
Car game, we play this free parking Monopoly is such a good one, but we started playing a lot. It's kind of a new one, the Mine.
uh-huh.
We play a lot of the Mine, and this game also. I don't Avocado. I don't
Uh,
know if you see that game. We play a lot of that game. And I actually got Boom. And
Boom.
yes, I don't know how you. I think. Let me see.
I have a card game called Boom O.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's a fun little game.
And then the avocado splash is a small card game, but it's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like avocado. That'd probably be a game I'd like.
Yep. But we're playing a lot of Boomo lately, and I don't know if you have seen this one, Ramen Fury.
Yeah, we have that one.
It's
We
a
have that one.
really good game. Actually, those are the 3 card games that we play a lot. Um, there's a
Yeah,
lot of card games, but those are the most that we played.
yeah. I think we have a bunch of card games ourselves too. Here's a question: do you have the "Don't Go to Jail" spinoff? That's the
Yes.
dice game. You do?
Oh wait, that dice game.
Yeah, they have. Well, they have the dice game, and then they have Monopoly Express, which was like the re-release of it, and then they have, and this is different. They had like a little a game. I think it was Jail something, but you would place it in the on the jail space. It was a little 3D thing where you would try to flip people out of it. I can't remember what it was called.
I got both the dice game and I got the it's right here. 1 second.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Get Out of Jail. That's what it is. Yeah.
The stereo Monopoly thing.
Oh my gosh. Right in my phone.
I also got Monopoly Hotels.
That's a very good game too.
It is. It is a good game.
Yeah. So, did you have any? One more question. Do you have any Monopoly games you're looking to get? Any that you'd like to have that aren't in your collection right now?
Yes, there's a few of them. I want the one that is electronic that you can pay with a card. I don't have no electronic Monopoly as in right now. That one and the one with the big hotel ones.
There's which one was that? Um, Hotels. That game is that
Yes.
what you're talking about? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. I know the Hotel Tycoon and the hotels, but there's a Monopoly that comes with regular hotels, and then they got these big ones that look like casinos. Similar to Monopoly, Mega Monopoly.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I like those. Trying to get those.
You might get like Monopoly Live. You ever heard of that one? That has like the big tower in the middle, and it basically runs the game for you.
Yes,
Uh,
that will be a good addiction too.
yeah, that was good. And then I had what was it? Monopoly Stock Exchange. Um, that's the one that plays that's the one that uses stocks, and they have this little electronic device that runs the stocks up and down. Uh, so, are you looking to get those?
Yes.
Sure. So,
Also in the vintage game, I've been trying to get this game, but for some reason they don't want to ship it to Puerto Rico. Bunkers. I've seen your review, and you actually like put in rules inside the game, and it's kind of different. Uh, um, I've been trying to look forward for that one, Bunkers.
Bonkers is a good. You mean the '70s one? This game is Bonkers. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun game. That's a game my wife likes a lot, and that's another reason why I like a lot of the older games too, is because the rules are real easy. It doesn't take you forever to learn them.
Yep.
Let me see here. I had another question.
That's the best. I think that's the best thing about the vintage board game that you can just pick up like that. Um, and and it's still fun. I mean, the purpose of playing the game is to just have fun and laugh and
Mhm.
enjoying yourself. And sometimes we were trying to play Project Elite a couple of days ago, and we stopped because the rules were just like it was like 20 pages for the rules. Uh, but we're gonna play someday Project Elite. I got it right there. Um, but when a vintage board game, you just got a one page of instructions and you start playing, and it's still fun.
Yeah, Yeah, I know a lot of the older games had the instructions right on the box lid, so you didn't have to go through pages, so many pages. I don't know if you have this one. Do you have Prize Property? We have this one. That's a cool little game.
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah, that's a good little game. Uh, there was one game, and I found some called Creepy Cauldron. Uh, I saw this just browsing around. It looks like a really cool game. It has some big thing in the middle. I don't know exactly what it does, but just looking to add some kind of cool stuff to the collection on this end here. So when's y'all's next board game night? You guys got any plans coming up at all?
It should be next Monday. We like I was saying, we're trying to play Pro ELD. We're going through the rules and stuff like that. It should be next Monday. But like I said, when we don't find nothing in Netflix or the TV, we just grab a board game, start playing. Uh, Last game that we play, it was a new game. It was Back to the Future, the co-op game that just came out. I think in
Mm-hmm.
2020. It was kind of fun. I think that was 2 days ago.
Yeah, those are great movies. I haven't played those games yet, but I love the movies for sure. All right, guys. Well, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. Jonathan, thank you so much for being here, man, and we'll
Thank
hopefully
you.
get you on another show soon. Talk with the gang or whatever. And if you get a YouTube channel, just please let me know, and I'll be sure to feature it. And I think that's a great idea, though, using games in your therapies. That's a fantastic idea. So yeah, we'll keep in touch. Please let me know how that's going.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you,
And
Norman, for having me.
you're very welcome, Jonathan. Thank you so much for being here, guys. It's good to see you all again, and we will see you again soon. And have a good one.